Hello friends, welcome to the another lecture of Structural Analysis 1. We are starting the new unit, that is Influence Line Diagram, which is also called as ILD. Myself, Mr. Asif Beg, Assistant Professor Civil Engineering Department, Tulsiramji Gaikwad Patil College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. So friends, first we will see where this influence line diagram is being used. In the case where we have to determine the maximum shear force in the girder, we are talking about the girder, or we are talking about the bridge, and we are talking about the beam, continuous beam over which the load is moving. So we are talking about the moving load over the girder, over the bridge. So when we have to determine the maximum shear force, maximum reaction, maximum bending moment under any section, or maximum bending moment under any load, or maximum bending moment all over the span, that if we have to determine, then in that case we will use this influence line diagram. So for understanding this influence line diagram is having some derivation in which we will determine the maximum reaction at A, maximum reaction at B, maximum bending moment, and maximum shear force, negative or positive. So consider a beam simply supported A and B, and consider one unit moving load. So this one unit moving load which is moving left to right. So from A to B this load is moving. Okay, so now this load is not on the girder. Hence this girder is having no load over it. So no reaction, no bending moment will be there. Now if we consider this moving load is moving on this girder and retain at this point, this 1 kilonewton load which is moving at this point. This point, consider this is x distance from A. Suppose this member is having L length, so the remaining distance will be L minus x. Okay, now we know that at A there will be reaction A, at B there will be reaction B, RB. Now this RA and RB we have to determine. First we will calculate the RA. So for calculation of first we will calculate the RB. So to calculate RB, we will take section about A. So we will take summation MA is equals to 0. We will take all the moments about A. So we know that clockwise positive and anti-clockwise we take negative. So for 0, we know that this 1 kilonewton meter is rotating clockwise direction about this x-axis at a distance of x. So this will be 1 into x, and the second load is RB. So this RB is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, so this will be RB into L. So this RB into L we will take on the other side of this equal. So this will be RB into L is equals to x. Now if you calculate RB, so RB will be equals to x by L. So this is the equation we are getting for RB. So maximum reaction at B will be x by L. So now we will take the cases in that we will take the value of x with this distance. So in the case of RB, we will take x is equals to 0. So if you put this x is equals to 0, so RB will be 0 at x is equals to 0. When we put x is equals to L, so RB is equals to 1. When we put x is equals to 0, so RB will be 1 because RB is having x by L. So L by L we will take it as 1. So the RB value at L distance will be 1, RB value at x distance 0 will be 0. So the bending moment diagram will be like this. shear force diagram for influence line, shear force diagram of, reaction for RB will be like this. This at B there will be 1, and at x equals to 0 there will be 0, and at any section if you draw this, if you have to calculate the reaction at B, so this will be equals to x by L. So this is what we have calculated, reaction at B for influence line diagram. So we are taking this reaction B x by L. Now we will talk about, now we will calculate RA. So we know that the value of RB, so we will apply another equation of equilibrium, summation Fy is equals to 0. Now in that case, all the vertical forces must be equals to all the downward forces. All the vertical forces are equal, so all the upward forces must be equals to all the downward forces. So in this case, we will take Ra, that is upward force, plus the value of Rb is x by L. So we will take this x by L. X by L directly we will write this is equals to this 1 kilonewton meter load is in the downward direction, that is equals to 1. So we will take this Ra on the other side, x by L will be on the other side of equal, so this will be 1 minus x by L. So that is equals to L by L minus x by L. Okay, so this is equals to L minus x by L. So at A the reaction will be L minus x by L. So we will write this value over here. This is L minus x by L, and this is x by L. Okay, now we will make the cases. So I am writing this case at this point. Case 1 we will take. We will put the value of x 0. So x is equals to 0 when we will put. So Ra will be L minus 0 divided by L. So this will be equals to 1. And if you put x is equals to L, so Ra will be L minus L divided by 0. So this will divided by L, and this will be equals to 0. So at A, Ra will be 1, and at B, Ra will be 0. So for the sake of understanding, we will draw the shear reaction at A similar to this one. So as due to the lack of space, I am drawing the diagram over here. This is reaction at A for influence line diagram. At A this is 1, at B this is 0, and at any section this will be L minus x by L. So this is what we have calculated, this influence line diagram RA for influence line diagram for RA and for RB. RA is L minus x by L and RB is x by L. Now we will move for calculation of shear force. Shear force. So again we will draw a beam having support A and B, simple support, and we will draw one section at this point, any point. So this section we call as C. So and we know that value of RA is L minus x divided by L, and RB is x by L. So now we have to calculate shear force. So in this case, shear force we will calculate. So shear force at C we will see. At shear force at C we will take. So we will consider this AC section. So this whole beam is divided into two parts. first part is AC and another part is CB. So there will be two conditions. Either that 1 kilonewton load will be acting in AC portion or in CB portion. So first we will take this AC portion. So only this AC portion we will draw. This is A, this is RA, L minus X divided by L, and consider this 1 kilonewton load in AC span at any point. So we will calculate shear force at C. So RA will be upward force, so this will be L minus X divided by L, and downward force is 1 kilonewton, so that is minus 1. So this will be equals to L minus X divided by L minus L by L. So now again this is equals to L minus X minus L divided by L. This L will get cancelled, so this will be equals to minus X by L. Okay, now this is minus X by L. Now shear force after C, if you calculate shear force after C, so consider this load is moving after C, so only one load will be remaining over there, RA. So shear force after C, only one load will be there, L minus X by L. So now we will make the cases. So shear force at C, we know that we have calculated X minus X by L. This is minus X by L we have calculated. So if X is equals to 0, so if X is equals to 0, so shear force at C will be 0. If X is equals to L, then, or if suppose X is equals to A, this value suppose is equals to A, so this will be equals to minus A by L. Now we know that another case is case 2. I am writing at this point. Case 2 is shear force after C. The load is moving after C. We know that is L minus X by L. If you put the value of X is equals to A, so this is equals to L minus A by L. L minus A is nothing but the B. If suppose we consider this remaining portion is equals to B, so this is equals to B by L. Okay, now if you put X is equals to L at this point, so shear force after C must be equals to 0. So at this point, if you draw the shear force diagram, so shear force diagram we will draw in this at this point. This is A point, this is B point. At A point, X is equals to 0, shear force at C is equals to 0, so we will take this 0. At section, if section is A, this section is B, so X is equals to A, the shear force is minus A by L. So due to this minus sign, we will draw this shear force diagram in the downward direction. So this is minus, or we can say negative shear force. So the value of this is A by L with sign of minus. Okay. Now at X is equals to A, case 2, when the shear force or the load is moving after the C, so the shear force will be equals to L minus A divided by L, that is B by L at X is equals to A. So at this point we will take this point above the line because this is plus sign, so this will be equals to B by L, and at X is equals to L, shear force we are getting as 0, so we will mark this as 0. So this is nothing but the positive shear force. So this is what we have calculated, the maximum shear force negative and the maximum shear force positive. So the maximum negative shear force having the value of minus A by L and positive value is B by L. Okay, now these two things we have to remember. Now we will move for the bending moment. So bending moment, we will draw again that diagram or beam of span AB. We will draw the section C. Okay, this is A, this is B. We know that the reaction at A, RA is equals to L minus X divided by L. This is RB, X divided by L. Now we will consider that unit load in between A and C at a 1 kilo of unit one of load 1 kilonewton at a distance of X from A. So the remaining distance will be equals to A minus X. Okay, because this C section is having the distance of A and this distance is B distance. Okay, so if suppose this is x1, this load is acting at x1, so this will be A minus x1. So now to calculate the maximum bending moment, we will take the bending moment at C. So that bending moment at C is L minus X divided by L into A. This L minus X divided by L or A into this distance A will be positive because this rotation is clockwise rotation. Okay, we are taking the bending moment about C, so this is clockwise rotation, so this will be plus. Now this one is rotating in anti-clockwise direction about C, so this will be minus 1 into the remaining distance is A minus X. Okay, now we will expand this equation. For the sake of easy calculation, I am drawing this only this portion, C portion, and this is 1 kilonewton, this is X, this is A minus X, and this is A. Okay, this is RA, which is L minus X divided by L. Okay, so consider only this diagram. So I will expand this equation. This is equals to L minus X divided by L into A minus A minus X. Now multiply this with, this is equals to AL minus AX divided by L minus AL minus XL divided by L. So this equation should be multiplied with L. So this is equals to AL minus AX minus AL plus XL divided by L. So this AL will get cancelled. Okay, so the equation will be equals to XL minus AX divided by L, and that is equals to, if we consider this X common, so X is equals to L minus A divided by L. So this L minus A is nothing but this B portion. So this will be equals to X into B divided by L. So this is what the maximum bending moment we are getting. Okay, so we will make the cases. So bending moment at C, I am writing this at this point. So I am writing this case at this point. Case will be bending moment at C is equals to B into X divided by L. Put the value X is equals to 0. So this will be equals to bending moment at C will be equals to 0. Okay. Now if you put value of X is equals to this, what X is equals to A, so this will be equals to AB by L, and at this point B again the bending moment will be 0. So looking into this diagram, we will draw the bending moment diagram at C. So the maximum bending moment at C will be like this. This we will draw, and at this point the bending moment will be AB by L. So this is bending moment for ILD. So these things which we have to remember, bending moment for ILD is AB by L. So for the sake of understanding, I am again drawing this A and B diagram having section C. This is A, this is B. Okay, now we know that at A RA will be 1, at B RA is 0. So this is what we have drawn. This is 1, this is RA for influence line diagram. Or at any section, if you have to calculate, RA will be L minus X divided by L. This is 0. Now we know that RB at A is 0, RB at B is 1. So this will be drawn like this. This is 1, this is 0, and at any section, if you have to calculate RB, so this will be X by L. So this is RB for influence line diagram. Now shear force at any section, this is negative, this is positive one, and this one. So this one value having the value B by L, this is minus A by L, this is negative, this is positive. Okay, so this is what the shear force for ILD. And the last one is, we have to remember this bending moment. So this bending moment is having the value AB by L. So this AB by L is the bending moment for influence line diagram. So these things we have to remember for calculation of influence line diagram. Okay, for RA, for RB, for negative shear force, for maximum shear force, and for AB by L. So whatever the numerical is given in numerical, the load condition are given, we have to standardize that loading condition, and we have to calculate the maximum reactions, maximum shear force, maximum bending moment by taking this standard unit load equations. Okay, so in the next lecture we will see the numerical on this influence line diagram. Thank you.